Police responded to a home in Las Vegas on October 22, 2024. They found 47-year-old Christopher Harris suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was transported to the hospital, but he passed away there. The investigation progressed quickly with the victim's stepson, Alex Renteria, who was 22 at the time, confessing he was the shooter. He was arrested, and when he spoke to detectives, he claimed the conflict began when he arrived home from work and found some of his toiletries in the trash. Renteria thought Christopher threw his stuff out, so he confronted him. Things escalated, and Renteria said he retrieved a handgun from his room and continued to argue with Harris. Renteria decided to get a more powerful weapon. He returned to his room while Christopher followed behind him. Renteria said he grabbed an AR-15 rifle and fired a warning shot into the wall. Christopher then grabbed the weapon, and Renteria shot him multiple times. Detectives asked Renteria why he didn't just shut his door. He claimed it would have likely just made things weird the next day. On September 18, 2025, Renteria pleaded guilty to manslaughter. He addressed the court before sentencing, painting his stepfather as a bad person.
Out of the tragedy, things felt worse than ever. He knew I was hurt and upset. He came downstairs to my room getting aggressive in that moment.
Renteria sharing his side of the story of a tumultuous relationship with his stepfather, Christopher Brian Harris, claiming he had anger issues and a drinking problem.
I found a lock for my bedroom door because I never felt safe there. I kept to myself, sometimes even urinating in bottles in my room so I didn't have to leave.
The victim's son also spoke, and he was not happy with how his father was being portrayed.
My father loved him as a son, and I find it disgusting that you would sit here and slander him and say that he was a drunkard.
Renteria was sentenced to 4 to 10 years in prison as part of the plea deal. After he was sentenced, his mother, Brittany Harris, who is also the victim's wife, spoke to the media.
I turned my head to a lot of things that my husband did to my son. My son has never been in trouble before. He has a heart of gold and he never intended on that happening.
Mom saying she holds immense love for both and nobody wins in this case.
Now my life is in my son's life and my stepchildren's life are ruined forever.
Brittany's stepchildren filed a wrongful death and civil conspiracy lawsuit against her in early November 2025. They've accused her and her son of being abusive and accused her of being involved in Christopher's death. The children's claim reads in part, quote, "The marriage became extremely volatile, and Christopher and his children were subjected to physical and verbal abuse and violence by Brittany and Alex."
They say that Brittany acted in concert with her son to ensure that her husband was killed so that she could then get the money.
However, she has denied it.
Those children, I have been in their lives since they were 8, 10, and 14. So I know they know I'm not capable of doing that.
The civil case is making its way through the court system.